Wrong place, wrong time, wrongly accused. It started on a cold Friday night in Crescent Hills, Ohio, a quiet town where nothing big ever happened. 3 teenagers, Jacob Reed, Aiden Miller, and Chloe Harper, were walking home from a basketball game. They laughed, talked about school, and argued about who played better that night. They passed a convenience store, unaware that earlier that evening, someone had robbed it and fled. As they crossed the empty street, patrol car lights flashed behind them. An officer stepped out and yelled, "You 3. Stop where you are." Jacob froze. Aiden looked confused. Chloe instantly felt something was wrong. None of them knew how quickly things would escalate. The officer, Sergeant Daniels, looked agitated, fueled more by assumption than evidence. 3 teenagers, hoodies, walking fast, "That's all I need." Aiden lifted his hands. "We didn't do anything, sir." Chloe tried to record, but Daniels snapped. "Put that phone down." Jacob, the calmest of the 3, attempted to explain. "We were at the game. Look, we have tickets." But Daniels wasn't listening. He radioed in. "I've got the suspects." Suspects? A word that instantly turned them from kids walking home into criminals in the eyes of everyone listening. Another officer arrived, younger and clearly conflicted. He checked his tablet and said, The suspect was alone, wearing a red jacket, not hoodies, and he ran south. These kids are coming from the north." Daniels dismissed him. "Kids lie. Don't believe everything you read." He handcuffed Jacob first, tightening the cuffs too much. Jacob winced in pain. Chloe burst into tears, begging them to check the school cameras. Aiden pleaded, "We have alibis. We were there the whole time." But Daniels decided his story was the only truth that mattered. A neighbor across the street began recording. She captured everything: the fear, the shouting, the wrongful accusations. When Jacob was pushed into the police car, the neighbor yelled, "They're just kids. They didn't do anything." But the officers drove off. Hours later, the convenience store robber was caught. A 27-year-old man, nothing like the teenagers. But instead of apologizing, the police filed a vague report. Suspicious behavior. Possible involvement. Investigation ongoing. That night, the neighbor's video hit social media. Within 4 hours, it had 85,000 views. People were furious. Not at the kids, but at the injustice. Jacob's parents demanded answers. Aiden's mother brought the school's security footage proving their alibi. Chloe's video, the one Daniels tried to stop, was clearer than any report. Still, the department insisted the officers acted reasonably. Jacob said quietly in the living room, "How is it reasonable to be guilty just because we're there?" The teen school counselor connected them with a civil rights attorney, Laura Benson, who took the case immediately. She held a press conference. These teenagers were not suspects. They were victims of assumption, power, and fear disguised as protocol. The story spread across state newspapers. Under pressure, the department finally released body cam footage. It confirmed everything. No evidence, no matching description, no probable cause. Just 3 innocent teenagers walking home. Sergeant Daniels was placed on leave. The teens were cleared publicly. Their names were restored. But their sense of safety, trust, and innocence had been damaged forever. In a school interview, Chloe said, "We weren't treated like kids. We were treated like threats." The town realized the harsh truth. Injustice doesn't always wear a mask. Sometimes it wears a uniform. The story ends not with revenge, but with a movement, sparked by 3 teenagers who refused to let their voices be silenced.